He kept telling people I was a gold digger who married him for money, so I divorced him and took exactly half of everything, including his beloved classic car collection. When I met Garrett at 23, I was working 2 jobs to pay off nursing school loans. He owned 3 auto dealerships and collected vintage Mustangs. Our first date was dinner at the most expensive restaurant in town. He insisted on paying, then spent an hour explaining why I should quit my hospital job. "Women like you shouldn't have to work," he said, sliding his platinum card across the table. I should have seen the red flag. After we married, the comments started. At his business events, I'd catch fragments of conversations. "She certainly landed well. Smart girl, targeting a successful man. Poor Garrett doesn't see what she really wants." When I confronted him, Garrett just laughed. "People are jealous. Ignore them." But he wasn't ignoring them. He was feeding the narrative. I discovered this when his sister Delaney called, drunk and furious after their family dinner. "How could you tell everyone Trinity only married you for money?" she slurred into the phone. "That's disgusting. Even for you." My blood froze. Delaney explained how Garrett had spent the evening entertaining his family with stories about my supposed gold-digging tactics, how I'd calculated his net worth before our 3rd date, how I'd refused a prenup because I was planning to divorce him eventually. None of it was true. The worst part? I'd signed a prenup. I'd insisted on it to prove my intentions were genuine. That night, I confronted Garrett directly. "Why are you telling people I married you for money?" He shrugged, not even looking up from his phone. "Because you did. I have my own career. I've never asked you for anything. You married a rich man instead of some broke nurse. Do the math." Something inside me snapped. I called my lawyer the next morning. The prenup, ironically, worked in my favor. Since Garrett had been claiming I'd refused to sign one, it proved he'd been lying about our relationship from the beginning. His attorney argued the agreement was signed under false pretenses. During the divorce proceedings, I learned about his secret checking account, the one he'd been using to buy gifts for his coworker Raven, expensive jewelry, weekend trips to Napa, a down payment on her condo. My attorney presented the evidence to the judge. "Your Honor, while my client was being slandered as a gold digger, Mr. Garrett was actually spending marital assets on his mistress." The judge awarded me 50% of everything, including the car collection Garrett thought he'd hidden by transferring titles to his brother. On moving day, I watched them load his 1969 Boss 429 Mustang onto the transport truck. Garrett stood in our driveway, crying actual tears. "That car is worth more than most people's houses," he pleaded. "Then you shouldn't have called me a gold digger," I replied calmly. I sold half the cars immediately and used the money to open my own urgent care clinic. The other half went into storage. 2 weeks later, Delaney called with interesting news. Garrett's been asking around about buying back his cars. He's apparently obsessed with getting them back. That's when I received the strangest phone call of my life. The voice was unfamiliar, older, with a slight accent. "Miss Trinity? My name is Donovan Blackwell. I believe you have something that belongs to my family." I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.